Hello everyone. Welcome. It looks like we have an on-time departure today. Thanks for showing up. Merry Christmas Eve. Hope your Festivus went very well. And all your aluminum poles were bright and non-distracting. Today we are again making something out of nothing with going through these 2005 Empire Builder and Cascades photos. Just checking them out, getting them all properly labeled for hopefully display on my normal web space. Thank you for coming in. I know this isn't the normal fare, but I think I can generally get the same amount of interesting rambling on about railroads for a good hour or so to for any of those who are still caught in this year's crazy cold snap. Today the last time we left off, we had made it a little bit farther to the suburbs of Tacoma, and we are going to be, I think at this point we are now well within what is now described as the Point Defiance bypass. So this part of the route is unfortunately no longer served by either the Cascades or the Coast Starlight. In theory, we could discuss that as we go on. But anyway, like I said, I'm just going to keep on renaming the stuff and talking about what I see. In this case, whatever my train was doing at this community, I don't think there's a station building, but there's not an actual station there. So I don't know why they were stopped. There's not an interlocking, nothing. Anyway, my friend caught with the southbound train, Cascades train number 507, led by F59 PH number 465. I sort of looked ahead a little bit here, coming around the little cove there. So let me just get this going. Wait, what the hell did I just do? Okay, I got it. Here is a closer look. Yeah, I didn't realize how many segments these Talgo sets had. I thought it was like 6 cars or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's at least 10 in this photo. Interesting thing, I actually have photos. I never posted them for. I have interesting photos of Talgo cars on flatbed trucks I caught on I-70 in Maryland. Unfortunately, my camera was in a RAW mode, and the mode that it was taking them, was not able to edit at the time. I since have software that can edit it, but it's just always something that's floating around. I never really get around to it. Here we have the famous Bridge 14 at West Tacoma. If you saw a picture of this from the side, you'd recommend it. This was the one that people are always taking photos of. It's at the double bascule lift bridge. It serves a marina, I think. Because there's a public park, so everyone will just position themselves there, and they get all these sunset photos of stuff heading across Bridge 14. Again, I have photos of it from by the time I was there in 2014, but here we are in 2005, before it was re-signaled. At this time, it was known as West Tacoma, so it looks like I would be using this name instead of Bridge 14, because I think that they changed the name of it at some point. Well, they changed the name of it when they re-signaled it, that's for sure. They also added in a little bit more. Hold on, where'd that photo go? Yeah, the signals I think are in the same place. From West Tacoma, which even says Bridge 14 in parens, this would be then Pioneer interlocking. Let's see if that was actually there when I was there. Yep, there it is. So again, that single masthead at the searchlight mast at West Tacoma indicates that they would have used the flashing yellow approach medium. Again, I'm not sure how often that's used. It's used. It definitely comes out in their 4-block signaling. I saw that a lot in the Flagstaff route when it was resignaled. So you have the signals all tended to have something on the order of you get flashing yellow for both your advanced approach type things, and I think you would get it when you were on. So your progression on a normal 4-block would be like clear, flashing yellow for approach medium. This again BNSF, approach, stop, restricted proceed. To an interlocking, you would often see yellow over green for. I think whatever that is, they were using that as their approach 50 to the higher speed switches. But if you were going to have a medium approach, then you'd get flashing yellow to a diverging approach. That's what how I think it worked. Sorry for that little tangent there. But here we have the old Pioneer interlocking. I'm going to have to try to figure out how to. Because these are while the photos I have, they are still masts. These are resignaled masts. The original ones are the GRS D type or whatever with no hoods or whatever. Or no, they're not the safe trains. But at this point, we do move into resignaled territory. So I should be able to pretty much match up what I have from that. Here we go. The milepost 11 signals. Uh-oh, do I have the tracks wrong? I hope I haven't been getting these tracks wrong the entire time. That would be quite irritating if I've gotten all these track numberings wrong. But I could have sworn I had a reason that I knew which ones they were. Oh, I might have had a couple of them wrong. Yeah, we switched over to a different track and I didn't quite change it. Oh, it was yesterday. Alright, let me just do a quick rename on these guys. Won't take very long. Sometimes this happens. I didn't have that many of them to make it a problem. Sorry about this. Oh boy. And it's gonna switch this one around. Track 2, track 1, and there we go. All right, we're on track 2 now. So track 1 approach, and here we have track 2 clear. Nice. What's this interlocking? Can't even read it. Man, this film, that that analog digital conversion, some of it is definitely better than others. I have a lot of film and stuff, not of my own railroad stuff, but family stuff that I really need to start finding a solution for. This is Titlow interlocking, with nice signs there, definitely. So in this case, I can avoid the renaming collisions, because this is a head-end shot, so I have everything. You're going to usually get a clear indication. We're approaching the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, which in 2005 they were still in the process of doubling. I probably even have that exact angle. Here it is. Yeah, there's that siding. Now this is a little bit closer. Let's see if I can do a little bit better than that. Okay, here we go. This looks about right. There it is. There's the exact same sign. The Talgo 70 speed limit sign. The approach. On BNSF, the little tilted sign means it's an approach permanent restriction. The horizontal one is the beginning of the approach permanent restriction. But I found the exact location, about milepost 9.2. Right there. You see? Right there, the tilted T70. All right. Man, that got lucky. Now, did I ever get anything of those bridges just by themselves? Not really. So this would be about mile... How close can I get? 8.9? Huh. Alright, let's see how far away that is. Okay, this is pretty close. So, what did I say? 8.9. It seems to be not moving very far, but I guess 8.8 is a good distance. So, just in case you're remembering, the Tacoma Narrow Bridge that collapsed, they reused the towers, and they just redid the deck. I'm not sure if they used the same cables. After a certain point, they had to make a new crossing just due to congestion issues. So if you see here. Yeah, so the old one was a 3-lane span, so they probably had a reversible. The new one is, of course, much wider, and even it looks like it even has a bike lane. Not very many new suspension bridges are getting built these days, or even fewer cantilevers. Everything's cable stay, because it's just mostly concrete. just get this. All right, here we have our next. This is right before you enter the tunnel. Due to clearance reasons, this interlocking would be right here. Nelson Bennett, I guess that's somebody. And 2005, you had this wonderful Northern Pacific cantilever here. And here we have the north end of the tunnel. Looks a lot cleaner. Maybe they did an anti-graffiti thing on it. And the inside of the tunnel on the other side. I know I have a photo of that. This is the neat part where now we're getting into like how things changed over the course of that decade. I don't even have to figure out the mileposts because I have them already. And we're back to the other end where we have an equal and opposite interlocking. To get back to 2 tracks. This would be Ruston. This looks like it's, yeah, at this point it was no longer, they made it non-equilateral. But the AEI reader is still there. Ugh, this is not a great photo, but whatever. Nah, I'm gonna junk this. That's not really necessary. And that one's also not necessary. Or that one. Nope. When I say not necessary, it's like, yeah, it's nice scenery, but the detail on these photos are just not enough to make that even remotely worth holding on to. When I say hold on to, again, these photos exist. They're not even mine. But you know, put in a collection online doesn't, you know, it's just going to clutter things up. So here I have harbor interlocking. Yeah, you can just see there's a lot of the same buildings. If anyone's to notice where we are, we've now gone up and over. So, like I said, in when they opened and closed and reopened the Port Defiance bypass, that takes basically everything through downtown Tacoma, along with whatever link, and that joins it up right down there. There was the issue with the crash on the opening day, and then of course like they closed it. Like, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, you had some crew familiarization issues, but like there was absolutely no need to keep that line closed. Although I said I wouldn't argue. And they lost just like one of the most beautiful parts of the run. Now I understand that with Talgo it saved 20-30 minutes. But for this Starlight, you know, the old route should have definitely been remained an option. Because of the scenery. A lot of people see there's the Nelson Bennett tunnel that cuts under the Point Defiance. But it's sort of, I said, it's just a shame that they couldn't have allowed the Coast Starlight to stay on that route. Harbor interlocking would be right on the waterfront. There it is. I tagged all these ages ago. Looks like about 2014 I came through. Yeah, that's when I went through it. Alright, what am I doing? Here we go. Next, we have this guy. So if ever you notice going through my galleries, I don't have, like, normally I would have it like you could do a next or a forward. In this case, the person who's giving me the web space has a limited number of files. It's quite large, but still it's still limited. So instead of having an extra HTML file, I just have a gallery without them. Now this is fascinating. I can't seem to find this cantilever near the grain silo. Well, there's the grain silo. Well, that's a puzzle. So let's first find the grain silo. There it is. So it looks like they put an interlocking in there named Davis. Was that there in 2008 even? West Tacoma, Tillow, Harbor, Davis on Main 1 only. Well, let's go to the street view and see what we see. Because those, I can see the auto plates on that. Come on. Okay, it would be right in here. Looks like it's a pretty popular road. So let's go back in time, see more dates. 2012. Not seeing anything. 28. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that. And there's the grain silo. There's a curve. And there's a whole bunch of, yeah, see there's the yeah, there's the thing. So, all right. Wasn't there in 2012? Wasn't there in 2008? What on earth is this? Why is there a signal that's vanished? All right. I don't even know what milepost this would be. It's not there. It's not there. Looks like about milepost 1.8. Either way, I guess it's milepost 1 because I don't put the points in for the signals. All right, fair enough. Cool, we found another bit of history. 001. Okay, Temco. Oh, there it is. Whoever that is, there he is. All right, so Try the same thing we tried last time. Looks like Temco 185. SW 1200, that looks like the right one. Oh, sorry, maybe it's 175. That looks like it's a different. Could be either. TMLX 175. Alright, I'm going to go with that. Oh, there's another one. Looks like a Jeep. Let's see what Railroad Picture Archive said. Here we go. We've got SW 1200, and there it is, GP9, number 11611. That's it, right there. It's a Slugmaster. Last pictured 1216. Not sure if it's still around. 1611. Yeah, who knows if it's still around. But that's definitely what that is. All right, so the bridge that that one's looking out over is this, the 11th Street Bridge. Okay. And this is something else. Some sort of pedestrian bridge. There it is, right there. That's the Bridge of Glass. I don't know where milepost 0 is. I should probably look that up. There it is. And here I have it as part of 21st Street interlocking. Did that exist? Yes. And we're at Tacoma. This is the old station with, I think, one low-level platform. Am I right? This was moved a few blocks south when they reopened the Port Defiance bypass. Had a station track here, as you can see, with D Street interlocking. And then there's your passenger station with one low-level platform. Between D Street and Tacoma, there was a station track. It is currently moved there. So Freight House Square is something. The Tacoma Dome Station, and is this it? Tacoma Dome Station, Sounder commuter rail, built 2000. Became Amtrak station. Yeah. So let's see how this works. Sorry, I'm just taking a quick thing of how the new Tacoma station is. So there's definitely a Tacoma light rail right there. At least I'm pretty sure that's Tacoma light rail. Oh no, it's not. That's for Sounder. So Sounder cuts off. I think that's Sounder. No wait, that's got to be light rail. Wait, what? Scissors crossovers. You can't just have that. Yeah, I guess that is a Sounder station. All right. Oh, there. Okay, that's the Tacoma link. Okay, so this is the Sounder station. It's got 2 tracks. I wonder how many. I bet they're using the little low dwarf signals, the unilens. Well, I just gotta check this out. Sorry, sometimes I get a little carried away with seeing what's up with things. Thanks to Street View, I can explore without leaving the house. All right. Okay, here we have one interlocking. Normal signals. I want to try to see what's going on with that scissors crossover, but I don't think I can. Nope. I am at a... Oh, look, yeah. You got unilens. Okay, that explains it. Fair enough. It looks like a pretty old viaduct, too. Okay, sorry about that. Let me check to see what's going on in the chat. Oh, shit. Okay, Christmas... Isn't FURX First Union? Like, that bank went away decades ago. I know it because in Philly, our main arena, which is now the Wells Fargo Center, used to be the Wachovia Center, and before that, it was the First Union Center, and they would call it. People started calling it the FU Center, which I have to. Even on the news, they would call it that. Like local news would call it the FU Center. And I was like, yes. Then it became Wachovia, boo, and then First Wells Fargo. I thought the towers were left up. Yeah, they don't want to. I know the issues with crew training for the Starlight route. It would be interesting though if they kept the crews qualified in case there was for use of a what's that word? Bypass, not bypass, but like an auxiliary route in case there's a problem. Oh, good. Looks like it's. I guess that GP9 is still around. No, FURX is not Wells Fargo. It's First Union Railroad Leasing. Going back like 8 bank mergers. So yeah, do not call it Wells. I mean, it's arguably Wells Fargo, but like it's really First Union. So I guess it's funny that the compared to the arena, that the rail leasing company is the last vestige of First Union. By the way, that center was actually Core States. It was built as the Core State Center. Then, before it was built, it became the First Union Center because Core States bought the thing to Spectrum. Core States was the sponsor of Spectrum 2. Then the Core State Center. Then it entered service as the First Union Center. Then the Wachovia Center. Now the Wells Fargo Center. First, the FU Center was definitely the best. Okay. Okay, here we have 9340 at Tacoma. And just remember, for anyone who isn't, I know you guys heard this last night, but Again, the cabbages, they put a 90 in front of the original F40 numbering. So this would have been F40 PH number 340. Oops, getting these a little bit wrong here. And here we have Tacoma Rail number 305. Yes. This is another one that would be interesting to look up. Let me get this 1 second here. No way that's still around. Wait, hold on. Damn it. Tacoma Rail. Oh, I bet it's gone. I'm surprised I can't. Oh, there. Here we go. If I can get a reporting mark. Oh, there's two. Oh, I think Tacoma Rail is the, yeah, it's that public utility. I think part of the track that they own is used by that, Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad. Yeah, they've got a lot of track. Alright. Let's see if I can find it based on the reporting mark. Nope. Let's try the other reporting mark. TMBL. I can't search it, but at least it's clear what the number is. TRMW. Yeah, it definitely looks like a Jeep rebuild, like a GP8 or a GP10. Might not be. Okay, here we got some stuff. So here we have BNSF 4858, which is your typical probably, could be, yeah, probably looks like a C44-9. They weren't all in on the ACs. And then a UP 5524 here at, this is at Reunion. I think that's the name of the interlocking. So is that 5524? BNSF 4858 UP 5524 at Reunion, or is it Reservoir? This is the big interlocking as you leave the city. Reservation. It wasn't either of them, but it was close. Yeah, here's Reservation. You can see it's just starting to get re-signaled right there. They got searchlight dwarfs that are turning into unilens. Unilenses are those fiber optic replacements for searchlights. Railroads do not like them. They are very proprietary and they don't work very well. There's no reason to really even use them anymore because of searchlight technology. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of those there, though. CSX still uses them, and it looks like BNSF. Other things are, ideally you would use oh, wait, hold on, this isn't Reservation, this is Bay Street? Okay, Reservation is, there's two different interlockings. They're back-to-back. The BNSF loves its back-to-back interlockings. Loves them. Makes it very hard. So that's Bay Street, and there's Reservation. Yeah, so, tower closed in 1985. All right, so what do we got here? What am I looking at? It's right underneath the truss bridge. So wait, wrong truss bridge. There's the, okay, that's the truss bridge I'm looking at, but it looks like it's been recombobulated there. So this guy, which is now concretey, if we go back to 2017, there's the truss bridge. So this is the start of what would become Bay Street. So the reason I care is because I need to label that properly. And yeah, here they are. So here you have 5526. I'm guessing the track numbers are the same, so that's going to be track 2 clear. Note, unlike NORAC, the Western railroads have much more commonality between dwarf and non-dwarf signals. So red over green over red is clear on a dwarf, whereas in NORAC it would be slow clear, or anything on the east would be slow clear. Therefore, that's why double green clear is such a thing. I'm going to check the chat real quick to see if people ID'd those. All right, well, let's see what we have on here. 494858 from BNSF is, I'm betting it's a C44-9. Bingo, it's one of the 1,000 they bought between 4,300 and 5,500. That's that giant. I think the Microsoft train simulator locomotive is in that batch. Oh wow, there's even more. They started at 4,000 to 4,200. Then they have a bunch of ES44s from 4,200 to 4,300. Man, that's a big block. It'll be interesting to see if they ever start doing a rebuild program to AC4400, an AC44 C6M. It's probably inevitable that they will. God, they have a lot of freaking, Jesus Christ, they got a lot of units. Holy shit. Pretty much they filled. Why did they buy so many tier 2s? Who wants those? No, oh, wow, they actually bought some new ones. Why would they want them? They're awful. Wait, no, sorry. They bought 5. And then they bought, okay, they only bought like 45 of them. They're still, initially. Idiots. But, yeah, they should definitely be rebuilding their 1,000 or so C44-9Ws. Oh, man, they still, filled that whole block up. Almost everything between 3,000 and 6,000 is a GE, whatever. Oh, my God, it keeps on going. And they've stored so many of their 90s. They bought 1,000, a whole bunch of 70 Max. Whoosh. Wow. All right, next. Okay, we have some block signals, so now we're on the Seattle sub. For everything that, mainly subdivisions tend to be pretty compact, but this thing's just gargantuan. Vancouver all the way to Seattle, huge amounts. What is it? Usually tell you how many miles it is. It's even 2 milepost blocks. 40 miles, and then, it doesn't seem that long, but it's just a lot going on in this subdivision. Tons of interlockings. All right, I can find the next bunch of block signals. Let's see. What do we got? This is the ones right here. Oh, X36. Yep, still track 2. Why am I calling it X? So it looks like what I did is because the mileposts have X, they do the X. Because when they combined the Seattle sub, they had two different mileposts. I think one of them was Northern Pacific, and from Seattle to Tacoma was another like joint railway line, so it was a different railway technically. Currently they just put an X in front of the milepost numbers. Yeah, these got re-signaled pretty early. God damn it. Is this anything? More Mount Rainier. A bad photo of Mount Rainier. Okay. Let me see if I can find this crossing. But I'm not going to try very hard. Looks like this one. If that AEI reader is there, yep, that's it. That's the one. Wow. Didn't think I'd find that so easily. I didn't put the name of the crossing in. I probably should. The rebuilds, like, that rebuild is almost a no-brainer. Wow, they have 3 back-to-blacks. Reservation, TR Junction. You get the amount of the tier 4 is not doing so hot. I think that's it right there. No one wants it. Yep, there they are. The AEI reader and that. So this is 52nd Street. Oh, see, I think they're building the stadium right there that became a school. Yeah, that looks like it. Next, interlocking. I don't know. I mean, it's just like everyone's. Sorry, the when you do that rebuild, it's super cheap, and you get like something that's better than a 1990s SD80 Mac in terms of tractive effort. And you don't have any of the tier 4 issues. NS is loving the heck out of them. CP is doing them. UP is doing it. Everyone's making both ACUs and the other rebuild. I think that we are going to see the battery slugs to a degree, but I'm not sure at what point those will make a debut. All right, where are we? Stewart, is this the one? That looks like it. Let me just verify. Oh, here's an interesting thing for this. Because of the way that because of how the geology goes, the track goes way south. It goes east, effectively southeast, before it can cut straight up to go to Seattle again. On the map, you don't quite see it, but when I cut over to terrain view, you're going to see why. Of why it has to go that way and then up. The other thing is, by the way, that yeah, that's when Mount Rainier goes off. Yeah, this whole area is going to be toast. Do not, I mean, I don't know if people factor that into their property values, but I would not want to buy a house in that Lahar plain right there. Okay, where's Stewart interlocking? God dang it. Wait, am I on the right track? Oh, no, I'm not on the right track. It's this one down here. There's Stewart. Yep, there's the crossing right there. And we are at our first sounder station. Specifically, I cannot pronounce that. Palayup. This is a nicer day. When I left Seattle on my Cascades, it was quite a bit backlit. Oh, here we go. We got at least... No, these are all whatever. Next interlocking from Sounder will be... CP. See, why does some of these have a CP in... Oh, there's a Sumner that's not a CP. All right, fair enough. They have a station marked that. Okay, there's that. Meeker. All right, don't see that one. Wait. Whoa. Because there's the double truss bridge. Why is this being labeled as Meeker interlocking? Meeker's not even interlocking. It's Sumner. Alright, let's go to the thing. Probably read it off the sign there if I can just see the signs. Yep, CP Sumner. So why SUMNER? I'm just gonna call it Sumner interlocking. Did I put that in there? No, that's not how I tend to do those. Yeah, I didn't make that edit the first time. Yeah, so Meeker is this location here, but it's a location with a switch. The interlocking's right here. And the next station is the Sumner station. This is beautiful weather. You don't see this sort of weather in Seattle very often, I'll tell you that. At least from what the people... You know, I've been there. I gotten lucky when I'm there. I tend to go in, like, June. So... Nope, that's not it. That's it. Milepost X27. Next, these guys, Milepost X25. Ooh, we're getting the what I would normally call approach medium there, but under BNSF, that I believe that's advanced approach, even though that isn't used for that. I have to keep explaining this. I think I did a better know your signaling system, but then again, I'm not entirely sure. So let's see. Track 1, approach. Track 2. It's good that I have a nice example of this. So for anyone who cares, BNSF has like a nice signal aspect chart as well. This one right here. There they are. So this is this is a classic example of do what I do what I do do what I say, not what I do, or more like do what I do, not what I say. Just like Union Pacific, yellow over yellow is typical on BNSF for approach diverging. They call it approach medium. See, prepare to pass signal, next signal not exceeding 40, and prefer to enter diverging route at prescribed speed. So that means anything up to 40 or less. Now you can get the single head flashing. They do that a little bit less, but typically you're going to be that yellow over yellow for anything where you're diverging up to 40 miles an hour. Now, if you need to diverge over 40, Union Pacific uses yellow over green. They call it approach clear 50. BNSF just calls it advance approach. And there's nothing about stopping at the second signal. It says prepare to pass next signal not exceeding 50 and prepare to enter diverging route at prescribed speed. There's nothing about stopping at a second signal for BNSF advance approach. I don't know why they called it that. Probably someone somewhere. Again, if you look at BNSF's, if you look at ATSF and Burlington Northern and the way they merge their two signal rules, a lot of these make more sense. And finally, you have this approach limited, same thing up to 60. Union Pacific would call this approach clear 60. So they have the same thing, they do the same thing, but they call them different things. Yeah, it's a shame they don't have the cab signal. That would have been nice. Okay, anyway, now that we have that little, thus endeth the lesson. And we got that good. So, looks like, so from that little yellow over green, that means this red over this diverging clear is a 50 mile an hour diverge, which is nice that they have that. Let's go back to seeing my 2014 photo, how that looks. Come on, where is that? Oh, yeah, that's the problem. I wonder if that... Ooh, wow, the ultra cantilever is still there. Probably because of... so this is Pacific interlocking. Northbound cantilever. In this case, we have track 2 diverging clear. So the reason you have it... When you see super cantilevers like that... I'll find Pacific interlocking. Or anything really, really high like that. Auburn Yard. Wait, hold on. Where am I? I'm lost. Okay, I went too far. Pacific interlocking. So typically when you see something like that... Oh, that's right. So this truss bridge, that cantilever is designed to be seen over that truss bridge. And typically when you actually... have a... When you get... When you actually see that from the cab view, it is clear that that system works. Elevating it does work. There was one on the PR main line where they had to build like a super tall signal to get it over a bridge, and the sight line actually does work. So they're not being silly when you see that. Maybe I have an example. Here it is. Yeah, you see there. Look, you can see the cantilever signal over that truss. Works like a charm. Oh, cool. Some BN locomotives. Oh. Looks like 3, 6, something 8. 3, 6. It's a blobs. Let's just verify. That should work out. Let's see if that matches up in the 3000 series. Well, it's not a 3600, although those would be Maybe those are old. Maybe they moved a bunch of stuff out of there. Because they've been doing rebuilds and whatnot. BN 3648. Not going to find it. Probably not. So yeah, it looks like a 3. That looks like a 6. I just can't tell the other two. Alright. And this is at Auburn Yard. Oops, I've been doing this for an hour, so maybe it might be the good time. AUBURN. And the Auburn Station. It's funny I can still only get through like 50 of these in an hour of like 500. All right, let me see what's up in the old chat. Any comments? Oh, dude, hydrogen, like, so first off, first off, what's a unilens? UNI lens. What they have is what they do is you have 4 lamps connected by fiber optic, big chunky fiber optic things to output from a single lens. They use very proprietary bulbs, and apparently the plastics involved, especially in the fiber optics, degrade. So a lot of railroads don't like them. They are kind of CSX will tolerate them, BN will tolerate them. Amtrak, other places like Caltrain and Amtrak, they've actually gone and just sort of, sometimes they'll just slap an LED over the lens and hollow it out. Regarding hydrogen, they don't even like using cryogenics for rockets. I mean, they do it a lot, but they'd prefer not to. No one likes cryogenics, either LNG or hydrogen. The major problem is that anytime you have a cryogenic system, it has to be always boiling off. You can't, I mean, I guess you can have like a repressurization thing. The thing is, there's always heat getting in there, and the pressure will keep building and building. And your only 2 options are flare it, release the gas, somehow let it boil, then recompress it, and then put the liquid back in, which requires, that's how you get the chill factor in it, in terms of compressing the gas. But no one likes really using cryogenic stuff if they can avoid it. Anytime you see a hydrogen tender or an LNG tender, it's kind of a publicity stunt. You don't need hydrogen fuel cells for backup power. You can use propane, and propane is you can liquefy it without cryogenically liquefying it. You can buy multi-100-watt propane fuel cells. They've been available on the market for over a decade. 1 to 400 watts were available about 15 years ago. You can get them for RVs, boats. Military likes them. They're not super efficient, but they're solid state and they're quiet. Regarding signal placement, having very long interlocking limits reduces your throughput. That's the first thing. It also there's a variety of issues with long interlocking limits, but the major thing is that you're gonna have less throughput. It's gonna take longer physically for a train to progress through the interlocking, longer for the route to clear up, and then you can set a new route. Also, when they're re-signaling, the cable routes are already laid. Everything's already there. They would just want to put things in. Signal locations are very, very sticky. They don't tend to want to be able to have to change them. So they'll just put the old signals up right, and the new ones up to the old ones. Yeah, fuel cells. They're in submarines right now. They do a pretty good job. We'll have to see what we if we can do, it's in terms of greenhouse gas stuff, do we have to get down to the level of trains after you've eliminated everything else? Can we get advanced biofuels? Like, if we can get diesel fuel from algae, like, that's what people are going to want. That's the easiest thing to do. So, anyway, we're at Auburn. We've got wait, where am I? Right here. Okay. I was just seeing what I got left. So just looking ahead, we got to get to Seattle. That's pretty quick. And then it looks like we're going to be off. See, this is what's weird. I gotta check this stuff out. So we're at Seattle. Then we jump to the Capital Limited. I'm not quite sure what's going on here, because these are going forward in time, and now these are like going back in time. Something my friend did with the processing. So let's see. There's a lot of Metra, Chicago, and then we're on the Builder. Oh, that's right. I know what he did. He went Chicago to Portland to Seattle. And then now he's driving. Hey, cool. A Stellar's J. Those are pretty. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. What I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna see if I can't get to the end, because I'm really close, very close. I'm gonna finish up this set. Then tomorrow we're gonna do the Capital Limited to the Empire Builder, and start from there. All right. Next interlocking north of Auburn is... So I'm going to be a little bit longer today, but we should be able to get this done. I believe this is Auburn North or Willis. Auburn Yard. Auburn North. It's Willis. Okay, here we go. Looks like we're on track 1 now. And the question is, what's the thing on that street? So, hold on. Let's just get out. Let's get above Auburn. There's Auburn Yard. Auburn North. This is a very fast route, but there's a ton of grade crossings. And there's Willis. And that name of that street is 259th Street. Oh, the West. Next. This is the old Kent Station. I wish I knew what railroad this was. It was called like the Seattle, Spokane, and Portland or something. Wait, hold on. Cascade. Maybe I'll look in the Cascade Corridor. That'll tell me what the old railroad was. Maybe just Burlington Northern. Yeah, it's the Spokane, Portland, and Seattle. This is the one that the UP has track its rights on. So it's the SPS Kent Station. I wonder if I have a picture of that. Oh, okay. Guess it doesn't really matter because hell's that? All right, 1 second here. Where's that Kent station? It always takes so long doing all the research. There's Kent. I see it says north. Did I put that in there? Yeah, it's the Spokane and Seattle. Growe Street. There we go. This is probably the Sounder Kent station. Yep. I'm going to check out the name of that crossing. Smith Street. There you go. Whatever this guy is. Here it is. So whenever I have an interlocking with an auto on it, like this guy's has, I'll usually just say, you know, the name of the interlocking plus auto and then the auto number. James Street, southbound Cantilever. Next. This looks like this guy. Wait, what am I looking at? So many weird ball interlockings on this, on just a couple of the tracks, on not all the tracks. Yep, that's the one. So this is Orilla interlocking plus track 1. Auto 132 on the clear. The Tequila Station. Okay, so this is the Amtrak Tequila Station. Huh, that looks pretty similar. Oh, they did re-platform it. It looks like they're even setting up for a third track. But in here, yeah, they're definitely, this is pre-rebuild. So this is one of this, I think before they put in the Sounder came in, this was definitely like an original Amtrak station or stop. This is near the airport. If anyone wants to know where we are, like, yeah, so you're getting close to SeaTac. This whole valley is quite industrial, but it's interesting how it's like, you know, how mountainous it is between this inner valley and the Sound. Oh, same. Where is that? Okay. Looks like, oh, we're on a diverging clear here at Tequila Interlocking. I can't pronounce it. I'm sure if I am. Masts. Track 1, diverging clear. Black River interlocking. Track 2 clear. There it is. Oh, this is back to back with oh my, see, it's another one of those BNSF back to backs. Oh, those are annoying. Yep, same here. Next. 235. That looks like a GMDX. I have nothing better than that, so I'm just going to go with it. Trying to figure out where this is. It's like Renton. Close enough. GMDX. Let me just check that. Or is it 253? I'm saying 235, but I didn't mean it. That's not what I'm looking for. 253. Now, don't click. I have no idea. Yeah, I can't find anything better than that. Next. Whoever this guy is. There it is. We're just a few miles away from the end of this. Can't see what's in the yard there. Boeing interlocking. There we go. It's this isn't soft. I don't know why I labeled that as such. Boeing interlocking, track 2 clear. Oh, it's another back-to-back. God, I hate those. Come on. BNSF does this everywhere. All they do is just crazy amounts of back-to-back interlockings. Oh, it's so frustrating. I'm betting that's an approach. It's either that or a approach medium. Oh, I think... Wait. I'm betting that's an approach medium, but I'm not. I can't prove it. Because I can't. That looks like this one looks like it's dark. So we're just hitting flashing signal after flashing signal. Roads interlocking. This is inside roads interlocking. This nice 4-tracker is Bailey. Again, looks like we've got a advanced approach, approach medium on track 2 there. Sorry, yeah, approach medium. Who is this? Really trying to power through here. Oh, is this another back-to-back? It's Bailey and Argo. Oh, man. And the question is that giving me an advanced approach or just approach? Probably just approach. Oh. Track 2 approach. Ugh. Glad I got all these photos, though, from the 2014 trip. They're super, super useful. Another this is like back to back to back. This is like 5 back-to-back interlockings. This is insane. Lucille. I think that's on track 1 only. Rhodes, Bailey, Argo, Lucille, Coachwise, Spoke. We're almost to the place here. Spokane Street. Yeah, we're second to last here. Does that say post? That says. Wait, am I looking at the right one? Yeah, that's it. It's got to be diverging clear something. I just can't. It looks like they have a diverging route, but I can't read what the signal is. It looks like it's completely dark. It's diverging something. Probably diverging clear. That's something 7. They even have switchers anymore. That looks like a SW something. Let's check our roster real quick. Where's my damn BNSF roster? Do they have SWs anymore? I don't think they even have any. Like an SW 1500? SW 1500. Now they're gone. They're totally off. See, all the class 1s, they would get they would just use. They don't mind using road power, but apparently they sold out their end cabs because they were worth so much on the resale market because they haven't made them in 40 years. Anybody need to tell me anything? Woo a lot. Fuel cells. The back-to-backs, it's just usually you'll often have just a very long interlocking. The alternative is you have like a very, very long interlocking. Maybe it has intermediate signals. But BNSF seems to do a lot of back-to-backs. They're just very, very hard to label properly. Let me just try to find where that actually was. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, they're right here. Bailey. Wait, was there Rhodes too? Come on. So there's Boeing and Rhodes. That's back-to-back. Then you have these four right here. Bailey, Argo, and Lucille. Okay, I guess 3 back-to-backs. That doesn't tend to happen. NS does stuff too. Typically we'll have breaks between them. Or we'll just have a nice long one. These are clearly something that used to be a very large interlocking plant that they just found a way to subdivide. Anyway, sorry about that. I can't tell what that end cab number was, or where they even had those end cab ones. It's like a BNXXX7. Yeah. All right, let's see if I think I have I think I have that same photo as we're coming in. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. Is that it? Oh, interesting. I think they rerouted the line. Nope, nope. It's just a little closer. All right. Yeah, this is just a slightly... See... Huh. So wait, where's the dome? Alright, there it is. So the way I'm looking at this, I'm looking at landmarks. This building there is on the... There's a building with like an arch to it. So there's a parking deck. Safeco Field parking. And if I come in right here... These yards are just the worst. So see this arched bridge there? That's that building right there. It's a different color, but that's it. You can turn around, see there's that building. But this used to be the main line. Now it's in the middle of a yard. So I think that they rerouted the yard here. Oops. There we go. So it's close to here. So let's see here. It's not the Leander Street. It's about milepost 1. What's that? Is that the Petco Park? Damn it. I'm all over the place here. Let's see. That's Petco, right? Yeah. Safeco Field. Okay. So the new route sort of takes you a little bit to the around it, and then gets you to sort of this point here. Nope, gotta get closer. See, and you're under the actual like retractable roof. That's pretty cool. But yeah, there was definitely modification. So the old route went there, and they rerouted it under the new stadium interlocking. And they would have joined up, and this bridge is probably new as well. Wait, no, there's the bridge. So that would have been like, yeah, they just moved where the yard was. Alright, I'll try it out anyway. 0.5 I'm guessing here, or 00.x00.5. Alright. Oh, God. Alright, finally we're made it to the station. This is the part that I can just zap through the rest of this. So we have 9340 again. Plus 253. Looks like they just sort of draw them randomly from the job hat at King Street. Sounder 908 at King Street. Sounder 907. Oh, I got two here. Alright, I'm just going to chop this one. It's not as good. Chop him. Rename this guy. And which one's that one? Come on, I can't read them. It's like 9-1 something and something something else. I've been to this station twice. It's really neat. They renovated it. The whole area is just pretty cool. And it is 910. All right, cool. And sounder number 303. At King Street. And 910 and number 206. And 911. On King Street Station at night. So there we go. Cool. Thank you for staying with me in this last little bit. Just want to get it done. That's the north. All right, cool. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we will start, or tomorrow if I should be around tomorrow. We'll start on this Capital Limited bit. Again, I'm definitely gonna throw away a bunch of these. Try to get into Chicago, and then we'll head out on the Empire Builder. Finish this stuff off. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. Any questions? Blah 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 blah. Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas, everyone! You got about half an hour till till prime time here to get those presents under the tree. So everybody have a great day. Whatever you're doing tomorrow, have fun. If you're not celebrating it, enjoy your annual Christmas solstice-related event. And try to stay warm. Hopefully it will be warmer for you. Just another plug for my SEPTA Midwinter trip. That's going to be coming up Tuesday if you're in the Philadelphia area. Send me a text in the thing if you are. Yeah, just fascinating. Like, it is, wait, hold on. Just looking at any questions. Yeah, just the back-to-back three. They're really annoying to label. Not all railroads do them. Sometimes they'll just make a giant mega interlocking with multiple signals in the middle. But yeah, it is fascinating. Like I said, I didn't realize that they had relocated the main track from the old alignment to the new alignment to build that sort of yard complex with all those streets just crossing through the middle of it, which can't be. It's got to be a problem for them. That yard does not look. That's so crazy. Sounder sets, Talgo sets. I'm sure the Empire Builder and the Cascades live down there somewhere. But yeah, whatever the reason is, they decided to move the alignment to the east here. Holy moly! Look at this crossing. That is here. Before I go, I just want to look at this crossing. Here at Stadium Interlocking. Wow. They don't do this in Europe. This is one of those things where it's when you talk to people in Europe and like, why don't you interlock your signals with the road? It's like, have you seen how many grade crossings we have and how complicated they are? Just sort of rolling them up here. Oh, hey, there's some Talgo cars just sort of sitting there. Yep. Pretty crazy. Does this yard have a name? King Street Coach Yard Maintenance Facility. Blah, 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 blah. All right, anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. Any questions here? And all right, I'll see you again. Stay safe, stay warm. I'll probably be back tomorrow. All right, have a great day.